Hi Cancer, how are you doing? Welcome to your reading. Let's see what messages want to come through for you, what you need to know, look out for, be aware of during this time. What's going on for Cancer? Okay, we all got a lot to say, clearly. We have the Loam, we have the fairy who was kissed by the pixies, Iris of the Rainbow himself, and Ecstasy. So all of this seems to be very high vibe. Very high vibe, very positive, very exciting stuff that's going on here. There is some sort of lesson that you are learning, and the sooner you learn this lesson, the next chapter begins. It could be feeling like, these two cards, the Loam and the fairy who's kissed by the pixies, both these cards talk about giving unconditionally out of the kindness of your heart, doing something because you genuinely want to, / it's coming from a place of authenticity without any expectation of receiving anything in return, or, this is really just simply giving because you want to, not because you expect something. So this could be about you doing something for another person and just doing it just cause. This could be you speaking your truth. Maybe you got something you gotta say, but just say it because it would make you feel better, not because of in hopes of, okay, if I say this, then they're gonna blah, 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 they're gonna talk my ear off, they want me back, they're gonna do it because you want to, not doing it because you're expecting something out of it. Does that make sense? I hope you get what I'm saying. So Iris of the Rainbows, this is a card that indicates hey, you're learning some sort of lesson right now. When this card comes out, it's like you're in the storm or the rainstorm, or, this is a bit of testing grounds, and the sooner you learn this lesson, the sooner storm passes, rainbows coming out, rainbows shining, birds are chirping, celebration. So that seems to be the vibe. You're learning some sort of lesson that's about love or giving out of your heart, but also having boundaries. Having boundaries. It's important that you know the lessons, right? You have those lessons learned and cemented. And then we have himself and Exorcist. It's this is a combination where it's you're truly just in this happy, confident, present, self-assured, rock solid, stable energy. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can get you down. That's the vibe that I'm seeing with these oracle cards. That's the vibe that I'm seeing here. You're in alignment. You're truly just in this natural flow. You're not forcing, you're not pushing, you're just being. Doing what comes natural to you. Everything is temporary too. Iris of the Rainbow, that's always a good reminder with this card. Everything is temporary in life. So keep that in mind. So far your numbers are 30, 21, 32, 17, and 2. And at the bottom, just a quick little peek. Solace. This is a card that just amplifies whatever energies that are around it, what are the cards that are around it. This is just an amplifying card, intensifying. This is more of a masculine energy. We could also read this as the sun, bringing in that playful, high vibrational, and inspired vibe. Fairy god, Piper, seeing things being brought up about music. There's something coming in about your intuitive gifts and abilities that are intensifying, getting stronger. You might actually be called towards meditating or connecting with the spiritual realm. Okay. It's interesting because I did look back at the reading I did before you. I did Leo's, and as I was just trying to come up with a title, I saw an orb actually go by. I was like, okay, spirit, I see you. So I love when that happens. And let's see what else going on. So far, it's really positive. Seems like you guys are in a good mood. How was that eclipse? It was so good for me. It was such a great time. It was a great weekend. I hope it was good for you. Let's see. What's going on for Cancer? What do my Cancerians need to know right now? What's coming towards them? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus places. So we do have the Hierophant. Taurus energy coming out. Two of Cups. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of things being brought up. Divine counterparts, people you're meant to be together with, spend your life with. I'm seeing some endings taking place. We have a Ten of Swords with the Queen of Cups. combination here. What's going on for Cancer? Show me clearly. High Priestess, Pisces. Let's get one more and then we can check what's at the bottom. Anything else? Thank you. Queen of Wands. Got a lot of Queen energy over here. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Moon, also an Eight of Cups. I also see the Star. So it's like whatever it is that you are like leaving behind, clearing out of your space, emotional attachments or physical things that you could be leaving behind. I'm seeing like you're walking straight into your wish. You're walking straight towards some big wish, some big desire of yours. So this is going to be a very interesting reading, you guys. I gotta be real. Your signs here, we have Taurus, we have Pisces coming out twice with the Moon and the High Priestess. We got quite a bit of water. So obviously we got some Scorpio, we got some Cancer, your energy. We have just a teeny bit of air and a little bit of fire. A little bit of fire. Same amount of fire and air, actually. 2 air cards and 2 fire cards, 1 earth, and the rest is water. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, so Hierophant, higher level of learning, commitments, contracts, marriage, getting ready to take things to the next level. It's a big deal. I'm seeing there are some things being brought up about people that you're destined to be with in a romantic sense, in a business sense, souls that you have come together with or you're about to meet or cross paths with that are going to have a big effect on each other's lives. There's something that could also be coming to an end in the near future. I actually could be seeing, we could read this, Hierophant, 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords, end of a contract between you and another. There could be some sort of karmic tie that is being severed, cleared, cleansed, removed. You could be doing some sort of cord clearing, energetic clearing, cutting some sort of tie here. There could be some sort of ending here. The reason why you're ending this is due to some sort of betrayal, or you just reached your limit. Enough is enough. Normally 10 of Swords, though, it could be pretty ugly. Maybe it's that test that you're learning through this experience or through this lesson, through this relationship. It's taught you something that your soul needed to go through to prepare you for this blessing that's coming in. 10 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Emotionally, you're checked out, or emotionally, you've hit your limit. I'm seeing walls are up. I'm seeing you're protecting yourself. You could be going inwards. Here with the High Priestess, Pisces energy. Your intuition saw this coming. You knew this was going to, you were anticipating this. Like there was some part of you that had sensed this ending before it even happened, or you could be getting some signs, confirmation from spirit that this is the end of this chapter with this person. But every ending's a new beginning. High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. I get a very, very mystical, spiritual energy. This is representing somebody who is very tapped into their gifts, tapped into their intuition. This is someone who is a light worker, a seer, a healer. This is somebody who is, they have a very important purpose. And I think that this is you, because this is your reading. These are your cards. You have just unlocked some sort of new path. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and it's become crystal clear. You're getting confirmation to go forwards with this, to make this move, to make this gesture, to take this action. It's become clear, or if it hasn't yet, it's bound to, okay? This solar eclipse that we just had a couple days ago on the weekend could have illuminated something for you, something that is part of your journey, something that's part of the bigger picture. You may not have all the answers of how it's going to unfold, and you're not supposed to, but you are definitely being guided towards this new direction, or you're leaving something behind. We're going to clarify all these cards. We want to see what exactly this is, what you're stepping towards. Remember, we did see that whatever it is that you're moving towards is your wish fulfillment, your dream come true, but there's an exchange, right? You're letting something go, and in place, it's creating space for something bigger, better, beyond your mind could even comprehend. Like, I think this is gonna actually exceed your expectations. Whatever it is that you're expecting, it's gonna be that and more. Spirit is saying you're ready for the next level. This is like next level shit right now. Like, this is amazing. What else am I seeing that's jumping out to me that I didn't mention? There might be conversations. Ace of Swords and the Moon. Opportunity for you to express your truth or get something off your chest. If there is something that you have been holding back, especially we saw that with the High Priestess, you could be moving in silence, or you've been very mysterious, hard to reach. You're someone who is very much in high demand with the Queen of Wands, I'm hearing luscious. Your energy is luscious and just so beautiful to be around. People are really drawn to you, and you just have this light that's so soothing, and others are really drawn to you at this time. So expect some interesting conversations. You might even be talking to some people that you had ended things with maybe a while ago. You might be, some of you could be rekindling something, or I'm seeing like, there's some sort of spiritual connection that you still have to someone. Someone's in your energetic field. You might be picking up on their energy as well. I'm seeing you could be hard to reach right now, or someone's trying to find a way to reach you and it's very difficult, or there's a block. What else is jumping out? Anything else? It's silent. So let's get to clarifying. Okay. Let's see here. Why am I overthinking this? I have a couple decks out. I'm like, I'm not really feeling any of you. So let me see what ones I'm feeling. Oh, let me use this one. Gilded. It's been a while. We have a Queen of Cups at the bottom, which is funny because we have a Queen of Cups over here. So double confirmation. I think that's confirmation I should use this deck. Okay, great. All right, let's look into the Hierophant. See what this... Some of you have, Some of you have a commitment coming in. You're about to be in a relationship in the near future. If you aren't in one already, I'm seeing you may be coupled up very soon. It is cuffing season, so y'all get ready for that. Tell me the Hierophant for Cancer. Getting a sharp pain in my cheek. Like, literally, what the fuck? It's a random ass sharp. It's probably my sinuses. Anyways, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. Tell me the Hierophant for Cancer. Magician. Or no, sorry. Similar cards. We have the Emperor. We also have a King of Swords sideways. Masculine energy coming through here. We have Aries specifically. We have some Air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And let me just see what's at the bottom so I can make this make sense. Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Tower. This is going to be a complex reading, I feel, because I'm like, there's a lot to break down, and I'm like, how does this connect with everything? But sometimes readings like this, they just are going to come out in some ways that I'm not going to get in the way of it. Okay, so Page of Swords in the reverse with the Hierophant. This feels like loose ends. This feels kind of like you don't know everything, / there's missing information that you have yet to discover. You're going to learn as you take this next step. All right? It's like you go into school to learn. You don't go into school because you know everything. You are going to learn as you take this next step. Page of Swords in the reverse, missed information, false information, lack of information, not quite seeing things clearly, making assumptions even, okay? So perhaps that there is something or someone that you have been making incorrect or inaccurate judgments on. You don't have all the facts, is what this is saying. You or someone does not have all the facts. Someone might be making these assumptions about you, but they don't have all the facts, and they're going to learn or come into this information that's like, oh, okay, I was looking at it differently, or I didn't see it clearly. I was looking at things from a limited, restricted, very narrow-minded way. Then we have a King of Swords sideways. So it's not entirely upright, not entirely in reverse. So it's like transit. I feel like it's in the process. This King of Swords is in the process of transitioning into this Emperor state. King of Swords reverse. He doesn't like to be wrong. And he can be very arrogant, very much Mr. Know-it-all, but he don't know shit at all. Like, he thinks he knows everything, but he's now just coming across like an arrogant asshole. So not really fun to be around, not really a joy or pleasure to be around. He's very bitter, sharp, blunt, unforgiving, and judgmental. That's how I would describe this King of Swords in the reverse. Not allowing any room for mistakes, unrealistic expectations. Okay, so then upright, or when we talk about upright, he's not fully upright, but upright, he's logical, he's reasonable, he's a problem solver, you know? He's still pretty detached from his emotions. He's not emotional at all, but he's someone who is willing to listen and discuss the truth, have hard conversations. King of Swords is someone who's fair, someone who's very just, and they do what's right. They do what's right. So this being in the middle, it's kind of like a fluctuation between the reverse versus the upright. It's kind of, I'm seeing like a push-pull. But like I was feeling intuitively, I feel like this transition from a Page of Swords reverse, King of Swords sideways to then the Emperor, someone is growing and showing signs of evolution, showing signs of improvement, showing signs that they are evolving, right? So that's cool. Emperor is someone who's loyal, responsible, hardworking. They could be a business owner, or they're an entrepreneur, or they're just someone who's very important. They could be someone in a position of authority. This is also masculine energy. This could be a father figure, or someone who just like, a lot of people depend on them. A lot of people rely on him. So tying that in with the Hierophant, I'm hearing knowing your place, or knowing what's yours. And we notice in this card, this bridge, it's like bridging the gap, or bridging two opposite sides and finding the middle ground. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling from that. That's what I'm feeling from that. And let's take a look at I was gonna say the Lovers. It's the Two of Cups, but the card is labeled Love. Okay. Talking about the Two of Cups for Cancer. Three of Pentacles. This could be a friend, or someone that you work with or study with, go to school with, or you've known them for a while. Two of Cups reversed. And the Four of Swords. I'm sensing someone that's at a distance or has been like emotionally distant from you. Maybe you're noticing that there's been a disconnect. You may be seeing each other frequently, but there's something that's like missing. Or that's literally talking about someone that you are not speaking to. There's been some time, space, distance. There has been a disconnect. Someone's needed to take a break. Someone's needed to go inwards, heal, reflect, recalibrate. Maybe both of you have had to do this. So anyways, we have, it's the Three of Pentacles. That was the first one that came out. And then I feel it's showing that this is something that can be worked on, or this connection, this relationship. This is something that you both are growing from one another. You're healing because of this connection. I'm seeing here, wow, we actually have a Three of Swords at the bottom. So you both, this is mutual, right? Two of Cups is mutual. It's shared emotions. It goes both ways. You and whoever you're dealing with, you both are experiencing some sort of pain or discomfort or tension Three of Swords, Page of Wands, and Strength in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Leo. This is heavy. This is heavy. I'm just taking this in, y'all. Sorry, I'm not like spewing anything out right now. Sorry, I'm just like zoning in. Zoning into the cards. It's like this heaviness, but optimism. But someone's tired of being strong all the time, or trying to remain tough, remain unbothered, remain... Oh, is it that King of Swords person, Emperor? Because, I mean, you never really gonna see this individual vulnerable. You're never gonna see this person put down their sword or show their soft side, their vulnerable side, their emotional side. It's like locked out. So I feel like there's something going on there. There seems to be some sort of hope or optimism that you both share, you both have in regards to this connection, this relationship. So why is a Ten of Swords here? The worst is over. Okay. That makes sense. That's just what came to mind. So the worst is over. Okay. Ten of Swords with the Queen of Cups. Someone's feeling emotionally burdened or devastated. We have a Flyer. World in the reverse. But yet there's still unfinished business or like loose ends. King of Cups is at the bottom. You and this person are a match. You both could be water signs. But something's not over yet. Something's not over yet. Tell me about... we have Queen of Cups reverse and the Five of Swords. So this Queen energy, very much holding back and carries some bitter feelings, some resentment, hurt, and wanting to protect themselves. This Queen of Cups in the reverse could be actually expressing this. This at the bottom, the Eight of Wands. She might actually be expressing her pains, her anger. Ten of Cups in the reverse with the Six of Pentacles. So this Queen of Cups, she's expressing, she's hurt, but she's also expressing what could be done in order to improve. So she's not just criticizing me like, you know, I'm really unhappy. This really pissed me off. This really upset me. Right? The Eight of Wands and the Ten of Cups reverse. That's that. Like, this really, you really fucking hurt me. I'm upset. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy, like, with the way you've been treating me, or, you know, Five of Swords. I feel like abandoned by you. I'm feeling taken advantage of. I feel like my boundaries have been crossed, right? So there's that. But then the Six of Pentacles, like, but here's what we can do in order to restore balance. This is what, so... Oh, literally, and then Justice underneath that, and the Hermit. So actually, she might not even be... Oh my goodness, the way these cards... I just try to... just keep on flying out. Someone's being silent. And silence is a lot louder than words. So maybe someone's not speaking at all, and their silence is what is communicating, hey, you crossed the line. That shit you did, that thing you pulled, I don't fuck with that, and I don't fuck with you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Virgo energy, Libra energy. Anyways, all right. Let me chill. I'm just kidding. But yeah, a boundary, a line has been crossed, and this Queen is like, I ain't having it. And the Queen is Cancerian energy, so this is probably you. Yeah, so with the next card, that's a High Priestess. High Priestess is very much like, what's going on? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? So someone has a hard time seeing how it is you really feel because you're masking it, or you're keeping it so close to your chest, or holding your cards to your chest. You're like, you ain't never gonna know. Why is the High Priestess here? And I'm like, what? What's the connection to these Oracle cards at the beginning? Maybe as I keep reading, it'll connect more. Right now, I'm just like, Like loving from a distance, but loving yourself more. And choosing yourself sort of thing. Maybe that's what this is connected to. Okay. Yeah, literally. Okay, confirmation. Confirmation. Hierophant. Oh, why did I say Hierophant? It's a hermit. Yo, where's my brain? I don't know what I'm fucking saying. The hermit with the moon. This is that solar eclipse that we had in Virgo. So this full moon, no. Oh my God. Can I form a proper sentence? It wasn't a full moon. It was the new moon. Maybe there's someone come about the next full moon, which will be in Aries. Bear with me. I don't know what the fuck is up with this energy, but it's fine. It's fine. We're going to work with it. That solar eclipse that we just had in Virgo really highlighted for you your truth, your calling, your purpose, what you desire, what's in alignment. It really has just become so clear. If it wasn't clear before, it is now. It is now. Did I say the moon? This is a star. The moon's at the bottom. Oh my God, Cancer. I don't know what's up with the energy. I really don't. I don't know. It's fine. It's all good. The moon, the 4 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords is at the bottom. Someone is hurt. Somebody here is in pain. Someone here is in a lot of discomfort. But I also sense like avoidance, or there's like indecision. 6 of Wands. A lot of outside pressure. A lot of outside noise and judgment. Family. But anyways, I still stand by everything I said. It's like this solar eclipse we just had on the weekend was highlighting to you your truth. It's highlighting what's really in alignment, what speaks to your soul, what you desire, and maybe your desires are also changing too. But it's also highlighting a path of how you get to your desire, whether it's with this person or with someone else or just simply by yourself. Hermit. But I'm seeing you're withdrawn. I'm seeing that you are listening to your truth and just showing up as your most authentic self. So you're being very real. You ain't phony, you ain't fake, you're just being your true self, whether people like it or not. And so the Queen of Wands, let's look into her. Show me here, the Queen of Wands. 10 of Swords in the reverse. The King, sorry, I can't speak. Oh my God, I say up when I mean down. White when I mean black. Like, oh, everything. Okay, but we have a Knight of Cups at the bottom. With the 10 of Swords reverse. Seeing you're not repeating a cycle with someone. Or you're choosing not to play again. Like, no, I don't want to repeat. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Queen energy again. Now this Queen of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. There's a slow moving approach. 8 of Cups is again at the bottom. Double confirmation. So the worst is over. Amen. Hallelujah. There ain't no going back. You've learned your lesson. You've pulled each and every one of these swords out your back. That was painful. And it taught you so much that you will never put yourself in that position again. Cool. Lessons learned, right? Lesson learned. Next level unlocked. Cool. So then we have a Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles tells me that you're able to make money doing what you love, something that you enjoy, you have a lot of pleasure from, or it's fulfilling. I'm also seeing improvement in your health, your wellness. You're feeling more like yourself than maybe, before. We had a Page of Swords reverse, King of Swords sideways. That's very detached and aloof and just like robotic. You are now starting to feel more in tune, more in your flow, more in your zone. Probably the most you felt like yourself in a long time. And then even then, if we're just talking about Knight of Pentacles, it's like a slow process, slow recovery, but you making moves. And I am actually seeing this. So if we're talking from you being a Queen of Pentacles to then moving down to a Knight, something you are backtracking, or it might feel like you're backtracking. You're actually just being guided towards slowing down and watching your step and not getting into this whole pressure and hurry up and rush and like instant gratification. Like, no, it's saying like to take your time and to ease into whatever this change or this transition is. Now, another thing that I'm seeing with this would talk about you and somebody else, there is someone that's slowly approaching you or slowly getting the confidence to connect or reach out or meet you in the middle, right? It's this bridging the gap. Someone is slowly but surely making their way to you. The only thing is, I'm like, interesting, because we do have an 8 of Cups, Strength reverse, and Judgment, where it's like you seem to have turned your back, or you're not, like you're moving forwards. Something you've given up on. I feel like with Judgment, this is the final verdict, or like final nail in the coffin is how they're giving it to me. Final nail in the coffin. Like once you keep moving forwards, you ain't looking back. Keep your eyes in front. So it's at the bottom. And with the King of Cups again. King of Cups. All right. So Ace of Wands. Let's see what this is. Queen of Wands. We just looked into the Queen of Wands. Here she is. So it's like what we just looked into. You're feeling pulled in this direction that feels good to you. It feels empowering. It feels inspiring. We have a Page of Wands, 2 of Swords, and then we also have the 9 of Cups in the reverse that fell out on the 5 of Swords from earlier when we were clarifying the 10 of Swords. So I think that there's someone here. Let's see. There's someone that's attracted to you at this time. But I don't know if they're able to give you what you want, or seeing something like that in the past failed. This is such a weird reading. Maybe it'll make more sense as we clarify, like the Ace of Swords, the Moon, 8 of Cups, because it's showing someone's approaching you. Right? Someone here is approaching you. Someone here, they have a message, but they haven't given it yet. There's indecision on whether or not they should or shouldn't. Are they ready? Are they not? As we see here from a Page to a Queen, there is a bit of a gap. You're on 2 different wavelengths, 2 different chapters of life, timelines, right? So there's someone, and this could be a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. They're at this crossroad, and they're not too happy about being at this crossroad. Or it's like they feel what they want is out of reach. And if that's not them, and you're feeling like, no, Jade, that's how I feel about myself right now. I feel like I'm out of reach from what it is that I desire. Well, okay. Tower's at the bottom. Bringing in some sort of shakeup. Some sort of change. Scorpio energy. Maybe it's as we get closer to Scorpio season. Something is about to shake up. Hangman and the 8 of Cups. A change in perspective. We're going to be that's the Ace of Swords next. You're going to be viewing something through an entirely different lens than before. Maybe this, you know how we started this reading and we're looking at the Hierophant, and then we're talking about that Page of Swords in the reverse, where it's like you're lacking some sort of information. There's like missing gaps, or you don't know everything to this situation. There's a lot more than what you're aware of. Perhaps that this is what it's talking about. Talking about this Ace of Swords. Death with the Devil. Holy shit. Well, something is changing for the better. There's a situation where there is a lot of toxicity. There is a lot of tension, fire, drama, codependencies even, addictions, controlling behaviors, like whatever the fuck. It's coming to an end. Something toxic is clearing, or you're cutting something out that's negatively impacting you or harming you. My throat just got very itchy. Maybe there's something you need to say. Also, like an itchy throat. I don't know why the fuck, because I haven't been under the weather. I haven't been healing like from any illness. But normally an itchy throat is when your throat is healing. So maybe it's like your throat chakra, you're realigning your throat chakra, or maybe it's actually you're actually healing from some illness, right? Maybe you've had a sore throat or a cough or something. Comment down below if that's you, healing vibes to you, if you resonate with that. Maybe there's something you need to communicate. Ace of Wands is in the reverse at the bottom. Something that has been blowing out your fire, blowing out your flame, stomping out the ember. It's like when you try and light a fire or like a candle, it's windy and it keeps getting blown out. Or like lighting a candle when the fan is on. It's like you're gonna struggle and probably burn your finger. All right, Ace of Swords. What else can you say about this Ace of Swords? 6 of Pentacles and then the 3 of Cups. Remember how we seen earlier? It was the 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups reverse, and then the 6 of Pentacles, and it was showing like, hey, this is what I'm not happy with, but this is what we can do to restore balance. Or even the fact that, what was it, the Hermit and something else suggesting that you're taking a step back and giving less to the situation, giving more to yourself, and how that's creating balance in the situation. Something like that is coming through again. Where with these changes that are occurring, some sort of toxicity is being cleared and everyone's happy. Everyone's well off. Everyone's better off than they were before. And there's this restoring balance, restoring harmony. There's more reciprocal give and receive. 10 of Wands at the bottom, 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands in reverse. Someone's very emotionally, mentally burdened and feeling stuck or trapped or like at this crossroad, but too afraid to make this next move. That could be you or someone that you're dealing with, but opportunities become present or available. Okay, then we have the Moon, and then we have the 8 of Cups, and then I'm going to wrap up this reading, y'all. All right. Let's see why the Moon is here. Chariot. It's your energy. Feel like you're being guided into the unknown or down a path you haven't gone down before. We have Hierophant in the reverse, which is definitely out of the norm. It's definitely some sort of non-traditional way, non-traditional approach. 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, but this is movement in an unexpected direction. The way you're handling this situation or this person, these people, or whatever the heck we're talking about today, you're handling this very different, very opposite than how you would have before. Like old versions of yourself a couple years ago, even a couple months ago, who knows? You've changed a lot. And the way that you have been following and honoring your intuition, you've been trusting your gut, you've been really embracing the unknown, even though it feels foreign, even though it feels very strange. I'm seeing you're clearing a lot of energetic contracts, energy, karma, like you're clearing a direct pathway forwards. Wheel of Fortune and 8 of Wands, and it's moving very fast. Like you're literally 3 of these cards. Movement, movement, movement. It's happening very quickly. Things are picking up for you very fast. Or I'm seeing like you're gaining this momentum and the speed is picking up like lightning speed. This is out of the norm, or this is like so different than what you're used to. I keep getting that. If you're on the verge of giving up, here's your message to keep going. Strength in the reverse. You're feeling really tired. You're so close to just throwing it all away and just giving up. Don't. 6 of Wands. You're so close to your victory. You're so close to your success. You did not work so hard to just give up now on this dream, on this path, on this thing, this purpose, this calling. All right, let's see this 8 of Cups. You are being asked to let something go, whether it's a mindset, an expectation, whether it's a label. I don't fucking know. Like, you know, there's some sort of attachment that you have, whether it's an emotional attachment, a physical attachment, energetic, or something that you're being guided towards letting go. Tower is just at the bottom when I took a peek. So it's like embracing the change. And the 9 of Swords is in the reverse that just flipped out, which tells me that you know, this was overwhelming at times when you're getting ready to take this next step, but I'm seeing you're getting more comfortable or more confident. It might still feel a lot weird. It might feel still really fucking strange, but you're not gonna let that stop you. My throat feels itchy again. High Priestess. Justice, and then the Knight of Wands. So we have Pisces and Libra coming through, and some fire. We have a 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the Magician. You have the ability to turn your entire life around. It all comes down to you and what you choose, and learning to choose better for yourself, making better choices for your future, right? You're crying over spilt milk, some of you. I'm sorry, I never even say that saying, but you're like, you keep finding yourself crying over the same situation or complaining about the same thing over and over and over. So now it's up to you to choose differently. You have options available. Magician, 7 of Cups. You have all these different options. So why do you keep choosing the one that's making you cry? The one that's making you feel like shit? Maybe you should try a different option. You know, you go to a restaurant, keep ordering the same thing. You got so many things to choose from. Maybe expand a little bit. You're like, oh no, but this is out of the norm. I'm not used to this. I feel overwhelmed. It's okay. Just try once. Just give it a shot. And you realize it's not that scary. Or you realize, oh, I actually kind of like this. Oh my God. Anyways, what were we clarifying? 8 of Cups. So 9 of Swords reverse, High Priestess, Justice ending, Knight of Wands. Trust your gut. Follow your intuition. You're being guided towards a change in this Libra season. If you're listening to this reading in Libra season, technically it's timeless, but Libra season is inviting you to step through this portal. And I think it's time. It's time to initiate. It's time to go through this door. It's time to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And oh my, it will be worth it. It will be worth it. So, you know, again, stop choosing the cup that is constantly upsetting you, or you keep wishing that this cup would be different, this cup would change. Baby, it ain't gonna change. The only thing that's gonna change is you and what you choose. So choose differently. What the fuck? Okay, that's your reading. I don't know what's in the air for this reading, but that was, I don't even know what I'll title it, but I hope that this helps. I love and appreciate you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love and good energy your way. Let me know if it resonates. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings available down below, and I shall see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.